The reason why this program is necessary is because there is lack of financial intelligence. And one of the very critical areas that you must develop to be able to become financially free, number one is financial intelligence, financial planning. But there must be intelligence first. I realize that common sense is not common. And something that some people do ordinarily without even thinking about it, because it's already part and parcel of their life. And I realize some people don't do it. Why? Because common sense is not common. Which is why it's good things like this are taught and learned, such that at the end of the day, it becomes a lot easy for people to be able to know what to do and put some of the things they are learning into practice in their lives. And put some of the things they are learning into practice in their life. You know, I would like to implore you, if before now all that we have talked about, you've not taken it serious, maybe because you are not planning to get married yet. You know, we spent about more than 6 months discussing about the issue of marriage. Started around September last year, and we finished in April. I mean, that's about that's not 8 months. Just talking about the issue of marriage. And we're going to spend another 6 months, at least. I'm sure we'll spend at least 6 months talking about the issue of money. Please put it into practice. Try to put into practice some of the things we'll be learning. And quite frankly, I wish I know some of the things I'll be talking to you about this when I was a student on campus. So you are privileged learning about this very early in life. Financial intelligence, financial education is one of the biggest challenges that people have on money matters. So today we're having Preamble 1. Preamble will be in 2 or 3 series. And I'll focus first on the evolution of money. It's important to state that having a good understanding of what money is important for you to be able to make money and be financially free in life. Please note that the paper in your hand is a currency. It's not money, but rather can be described as an expression of money. As a matter of fact, the lowest expression of money. Money in itself is universal, but currency is local. Money is universal, currency is local. So you see that currency in your hand? If you cross border today, just Benin here, or Niger over there, that paper in your hand becomes useless. Why? Because that is not the real money. That is an expression of money, a medium of exchange in Nigeria, but not the real money. It's a form of money. Real money is value, and real money is universal. So if you think that this paper in your hand is money, you will be busy pursuing this paper at the expense of real money. That is exactly the challenge of many people. The goal of this program is to make you to begin to focus on real money. To begin to focus on real money. The goal of this program is to help you to begin to focus on real money rather than focusing on an expression of money. And if you don't know this difference between real money and expression of money, you work very hard chasing cash, chasing currency. Chasing cash, chasing currency. You spend a lifetime chasing what you're not supposed to be chasing because of a wrong of understanding of what real money is. Ladies and gentlemen, real money is value. I need to lay this foundation today because it's very important for you to understand that real money is not paper. Real money is value. Real money is not paper. Real money is value. That is why, if you have that value, anywhere you find yourself in the world, you'll be relevant. Anywhere you find yourself in the world, you can create value. Why? Because you have what it takes. Because you know that real money is value. If this is the only thing you got in the session today, I've achieved my objective for today. That you know that real money is not cash. That you know that real money is not cash. That you know that real money is value. That you know that real money is value. And that if I do not have a good understanding of this, I will spend a good chunk of my life chasing paper. You know why people steal? Why armed robbers come to bank and steal? What are they looking for? Paper. What are they looking for? Paper. Armed robbers are looking for paper. Ordinary paper. Ordinary paper. Knowing fully well that real money is value makes it easier for you to know how to relate with money. To let you know that your currency is not the real money, all that you need to do is for the government of your country to decide that, like they did last year, that will no longer be legal tender. And you see the confusion in Nigeria last year, even early this year, when they said that currency, it will no longer be legal tender. It took Supreme Court to reverse that plan. Do you know that? Do you know what happened if the government make this pronouncement? All your so-called money become ordinary paper. Suddenly, by one pronouncement. On the other hand, real money is value. The problem that you are able to solve for people is the value you create. The value you create in marketplace. If you look at early civilization, that's the age of gathering and hunting. What they needed to survive is the skill to go hunting. That's what they need to survive. That skill is what they are able to exchange in order to get what they want. So they give their skill to get what they can use to exchange for what they want. After the age of gathering and hunting, the world moved to the agricultural age. Because the people notice when they finish eating something and they throw it on the floor, they finish eating a fruit, they throw it on the floor, they notice that it was growing. They now became an intentional farmer. Do you know something? Immediately, farming became a major business. Land became an asset. Land became an asset. Remember, asset is what add money to your pocket. Liability take money away from you. Land became an asset. So they realized that the fruit were growing. So they began to nurture up the plant deliberately. And this skill was used to get what they want in exchange for what they need. That's the farming skill, agricultural skill. So you will notice that even in the agrarian age, real money was not paper because that did not exist then. Real money was value. That meant you must have skill to create this value. Either the skill of hunting, skill of farming. In order to preserve this agricultural produce, they needed to process them, and processing therefore emerged. And that led to the industrial age. That led to the industrial age. That led to the industrial age. But trade by barter that they were using at that time has some problem. This includes mobility problem, value problem, storage problem, matching of demand and supply problem. That was a big problem on their hand. All this problem is what led to them beginning to use coins, then cowries, and then coins, gold bars, and eventually we ended up with fiat money called the paper currency. Currency is a promissory note. It is government backing the paper and saying to you, we will pay you a value of that currency. This is what now led to banking system that we now have to deposit that cash for safekeep and also withdraw it when needed. So the paper called currency is not the real money. Real money is the value that this paper is worth. My 10 naira is worth buying only pure water. Only pure water. My 100 naira is worth only buying a bottle of water. That is the worth. The more the value you can create through your skill, the more the currency you attract to yourself. So money is any medium of exchange, anything that can be used as a medium of exchange. That means you do not really need the paper, but rather you need what you can use to exchange for what you want. Nobody uses the paper. The paper is just to give you a measure of value. So I can get what I want, and you can give that paper to someone else and get what you want. Money is also moving towards those that solve problems. It's a reward for solving problems. Money is a reward for solving problems. Problem for different people that you come across in your journey in life. Money is a reward that you get when you solve problems for people. All of us are solving problems. You're a doctor, you went to university, you are solving the problem of health. Engineer, you are solving the problem of a house, or road, or electronics. Anytime you solve a problem for someone, you create value. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be excited at that paper. Don't be excited at that paper. Be excited at the value you can create for a fellow human being. Be excited at the value you can create for a fellow human being. Be excited at the value you can create for a fellow human being. That's why if you leave school and you cannot solve a problem, you have not gone to school. You have just gone to waste your time. You went to school, you can't solve any problem for human being. School teaches you critical thinking. That thinking is supposed to help you solve problems. Even if you study Yoruba, you study Igbo, you are going to learn critical thinking. No matter the course you study on campus, that critical thinking can help you to solve problems for people. You must leave school with the ability to solve problems for people. If you leave school without ability to solve problems for people, you are going to waste your time. You had better find something else to do, to learn, to be able to solve problems for people. Particularly those of us that do single honor courses, not courses that are professional. Some people, they study pharmacy, medicine, engineering, economics, finance, banking and finance, chemical engineering, computer engineering. But some people study Igbo, Hausa, physiology, anatomy, Yoruba, philosophy, sociology. But those courses teaches you critical thinking. In fact, the way I think today, I think in processes, I think in systems, because I study medical physiology. I study the normal human function. So every time I'm doing stuff, I think in processes, step by step, this happen and lead to this, because of my training. So it's still applicable even in what I do today. Before we close today, I'm going to answer this question. Where does money hide on earth? There are places on earth where money hides. Ladies and gentlemen, there are places on the earth where money hides. If you don't know where money is hiding, you will not find it. If you don't know where money is hiding, you will not find it. If you know where money is hiding, then you can find it. The reason why everybody does not have access to money, because not everybody knows where money is hiding. If everybody knows, everybody will have money. The reason why many people don't have money is because they don't know where money is hiding. Because they don't know where money is hiding, they cannot find it. That's why 5% of the world hold 95% of the wealth of the world. Majority of people in our world, majority of people in our world don't know where money hides. They don't know where money hides. If they know where money hides, maybe they are not working towards finding it. You know, I also talk about wrong mentality about money, particularly those that are Christian. Some people wrongly quote the scripture that money is the root of all evil. The Bible says love of money. Love of money is what makes someone to kill for money. Love of money makes someone to steal. Because when you love money, you do everything for it. You do anything for it. Legitimate or illegitimate. Legitimate or illegitimate. Please note, money is a tool. Money is a tool. But for some people, money is their master. Have you noticed that the Bible did not say you cannot love God and Satan? No. He equates God to mammon. Mammon. You cannot love God and money. You cannot love God. You cannot serve God, rather. And money. You cannot serve God and mammon. You know why God equates money to mammon? Because when you don't know where money hides, you will spend your years starving money. Because you don't know where money hides. You don't know what to do to be able to attract it. Let me tell you, if you know where money hides and you are diligent enough to search it out, you will attract it to yourself. You will attract it to yourself. Look, if at the end of this program, you are not able to achieve financial freedom within a few years after school, for those of us in school, and for those of us not in school, if you are not able to see improvement in your finances before we finish this program is going to take at least 6 months, 26 weeks at least. The relationship and marriage was 40 weeks. This is going to be about at least 26 weeks. I have outlined already for 22 weeks. I still have about 4 to go. At least, as question come up, just the way it happened during the relationship and marriage, I might have to add other things to it, depending on the question coming up as you go along in this program. So that means before the end of this year, if you are working, you should begin to see improvement in your finances. If you are doing business, you should begin to see improvement in your finance. Even as a student, your thinking has to change. 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 And please, don't just listen to it once. Go back. I will usually drop the link for you. Go back and check it. So where does money hide? On the earth. It is important to state here that there are places on the earth where money hides. So to get money, you need to locate where exactly money hides on earth. If you say you're looking for money and you don't know where to find it, it is because you don't know where money hides. It's because you don't know where money hides. The first place I will talk about where money hides is in people. Money hides in people. And this can easily flow towards you if you have something to exchange for it. If you have something to exchange for it by solving problem for them. Money hides in people. Please note, money always flow in the direction of value. Money always flow in the direction of value. There are over 8 billion people on earth, and money hides in these people. But to get them to you, you must give something for them. You know, something happened some time ago. I went to do a training for an organization. And each time I go for training, I always see this. I go there to do training for them. Their organization has paid for the training or will be paying for the training. But I'll go with my books. I've written about 6 books. I'm on the 7th one now. I will be done before the end of the month. And these books are not cheap. I'll be talking about this later on because some of you can write books. These books are not cheap. The least price for my book is 10,000 naira. And I'll go to this program. And I'll go with the books. Sometimes I might sell up to 300,000. Now, sometimes I might even go for a program that the amount of book I sold is more than how much they will pay me for the time I spend with them. Sometimes even a free seminar. But because they can see value, they want to take the value home. And I can't go to their home. So they go with my materials to their various homes. Even though it's expensive, they will buy it. Why? Money always flow in direction of value. Anytime you have access to people, relationship with people, be rest assured, that's an opportunity to make money. Let me tell you something. When you go to Oshodi, when you go to Agege market or Lagos market, when you go to those places, what do you see? You stay on the bridge, you see sea of head. You are seeing people. Say, this Lagos, too much people. People should go to that village, Jare. Too much people in Lagos. You see people, businessmen see market. Businessmen see market. You are seeing the same thing, you are viewing the same thing, but seeing different things. You are viewing the same thing, but seeing different things. You are viewing the sea of hair. You are seeing people. You are seeing crowd. Someone is seeing market and looking for what to sell to them. When an Indian man comes to Nigeria, they always tell them, don't join Nigeria to do all sort of big business. So look for what you can sell for 100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira, and distribute it to 1% of Nigeria. You are made. Distribute it to 1% of Nigeria. You are made. Money hiding people. Number two, money hiding problem. Every problem you see is money in disguise. Instead of complaining, start thinking of how you can solve the problem for people. I will repeat again. If you are still on campus, don't leave that campus without having an idea of solution you want to provide for human being on earth. Don't leave that campus until you have an idea. And I'm not talking about the course you study. I'm talking about the solution you have human being on earth. If you are finished, you need to do something very serious about skill to be a solution provider to human beings. To human beings. The world is full of problems that people need someone to solve for them. For example, as human beings, you are faced with problem of food, problem of water, problem of accommodation, problem of clothing, problem of education. Whenever you go and buy food, money is flowing in the direction of value to the person giving you food. Whenever you go and buy water, money is flowing in the direction of value of the person solving the problem of thirst for you. How about clothing? You bought clothes? You are paying someone solving the problem of nakedness for you. There are some global problems that if you can find solution to, you become an instant billionaire. For example, cancer. For example, HIV. See what happened during COVID. The companies that provide solution to COVID problem, providing vaccine for us. Did you notice? Did you notice billions of dollars that they made from COVID vaccine? The third place where money hide is in product or service. Money hide in product or service because it attracts, because the product or service is solving problem for people and therefore attract people to you. When you create a product or service that solves people's problem, you are going to get paid for it. By the way, when you solve problem by creating a value, you are rendering a service to humanity. You are solving problem for humanity. Even though you charge for it, Even though you'll be paid for it, but always remember, you are solving problem for humanity. You see that service? It's an act of worship. And I mean worship to God. You see that service? It's an act of worship. And I mean worship to God. You see that service? It's an act of worship. And I mean worship to God. Work is an act of service. And it's service to God. Let me confirm that for you. Because some people might feel, oh, you mean where I'm working in my office now? I'm actually serving God there. If you don't know, you won't give your best. When God put Adam in the Garden of Eden, he gave him work. He said he should work and take care of the garden. You see the word that is translated dress there is called abad. In Hebrew, abad. In Hebrew, you see that word translated abad in Hebrew? It's exactly the same word that was translated as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You see that serve the Lord? That is the word that was translated serve the Lord in Joshua. Abad. That's the word that was translated serve the Lord. Abad. The same word to work. Abad means to work. To work. To serve God. To serve another human being. To labor. To work for another person. To serve another person. To serve a subject. To serve God. To work, to till the ground. I'm telling you, different interpretation of that word abad. Of that word abad. If you don't see your work as a service to God, you will not give your best. Because you think you only serve God in church. You think you only serve God in church. You don't know you serve God by serving a fellow human being with your product or service. With your product or service. When you have this mindset and you give your best, you have what is called excellent customer service. You are going to attract more people to you. Money hiding product and service. I repeat again. If you're on campus, I know if people are on campus here, don't leave that campus without having a product or service you can render, particularly for those doing non-professional courses. If you have left and you're working, that's good. But how much improvement are you adding to yourself? How much value are you adding to yourself? How much value are you adding to yourself? You know, I realized that the more I learn, the more I'm able to charge. The more I learn, the more I'm able to charge. And you can do this for yourself. Sit down, do a calculation to know how much you are worth. Do it today. By the end of 6 months, based on what you have learned and what you are doing about what you are learning, see how much you are now worth. Let me explain. In a year, you have 52 weeks. Out of the 52 weeks in a year, about 2 weeks is different holidays. Muslim holidays, Christian holidays, different kind of holiday. About 2 weeks is so we are left with about 50 weeks. Out of that 50 weeks, People typically work for 40 hours in a week. Typically. Some people do more. 40 hours times 50. 40 hours in a week. 8 hours per day times 5 days of work. That's 40. 40 times 50 weeks. That's 2,000. Whatever you earn per annum, divide by 2,000. That is your worth per hour, either as an employee, a businessman, a self-employed. That's your worth per hour. Whatever it is right now, your goal is to increase your worth per hour. Your goal is to increase your worth per hour. Your goal is to increase. Let me tell you, unfortunately, the only way to measure your value is to look at what you earn. There's no other way we can know. How much are you earning per hour? Calculate your annual revenue or income. If you're a businessman, that's the total earning of your business, not just your salary. But if you're a salary earner, that's the total salary. Divide by 2,000. If it is 1,000, that's your word per hour. If it's 10,000, that's your word per hour. If it's 20,000, that's your word per hour. If it's 100,000, that's your word per hour. So that when you grow your earning, you know, indeed, my value has increased. Money hiding product. Number 4, money hiding talent. Your gold is in your gift. Your profit is in your potential. Your treasure is in your talent. Money hiding talent. Money hiding talent. Money hiding talent. The gift of a man maketh room for him and bring him before kings. You see Toby Amuson, that girl that came first, is it 100 or 200 meter hurdle? The gift of a woman brought her, not just before the world, before her country president, with an award. The gift of a man. Make room for him and bring him before kings. And you don't have an idea of the places I've been. Sometimes I'm amazed. I'm telling you. That the gift of a man, if you develop it, discover it, develop it, deploy it, money hiding your gift. God did not give you that gift for fun. The best you can do for yourself in life is to train your mind in the area of your gift and keep developing and keep growing, because your gift is raw materials. Nobody buy raw material. Everybody buy finished product. Nobody buy raw material. Everybody buy finished product. That is why you must develop your gift. Develop your gift. Money hiding idea. Number 5. All you see in the world began in someone's mind as an idea. Everything in the world is created twice. First in the mind of someone before it becomes a reality in our world. Money hiding idea. It's called intellectual property. The book I'm writing is an idea. It's an idea. Sometimes I get this idea in the place of meditation. Just meditating. Just by myself, thinking. In fact, the current one I'm writing, I went to Lagoon Front. I often go there to meditate, just to observe nature and be by myself and to think. And I was there one Sunday afternoon, and this idea just came. And all the chapter of the book came up right there at the place of meditation. During holiday, I go there, I spend about 8 hours there writing. Anytime we have holiday, the last one, May 1, I was there from 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. Writing. Idea rule the world, ladies and gentlemen. Idea rule the world. You don't have an idea of what your idea can do. It's called intellectual property. It's called intellectual property. Money hiding idea. Idea rule the world. All creation of man on earth began in the mind of someone as an idea. All the creation of mankind began in the mind of someone as an idea. Idea rule the world. Know that no idea will work until you do the work. No idea will work until you do the work. This is because 1,000 good intention is not equal to one action. 1,000 good intention is not equal to one action. I know the challenge of many people listening to me and those that will listen in the future is the inertia. 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 Inertia is a big issue. Inertia, inactivity, inaction, passivity, dormancy, apathy, dullness, stagnation. Inertia is the biggest challenge of many. Overcoming that inertia, we'll be having a session on that. Taking step on what you are going to learn in this session. We'll be having a whole session discussing that issue. How do we overcome that? Because some people never take step. They've attended several seminars, but they don't take step. No idea will work until you do the work. No idea will work until you do the work. No idea will work until you do the work. Until you give attention to your intention, the world will not give you attention. I love that quote. Until you give attention to your intention, the world will not give you the attention that you are looking for. Please note that in this world, nothing just happened because if it is going to be, then it is up to you. If it is going to be, then it is up to you to make it happen. If it's going to be, then it is up to you to make it happen. Number 6, money hiding work. Some people don't like working. Money hiding work. I've just told you now that work is service to God, service to humanity. Remember, through work, you serve fellow human being. And he said, if you serve fellow human being, you're serving him. And I've shown you in the Bible. You can check it yourself. You can research yourself. Work. Money hiding work. Money hiding work. Money hiding work. That's why I define work as way of rewarding know-how. That's why I define work where one receives knowledge. W-O-R-K. Even though the society define it as a way of rewarding know-how, I feel if we define work as a way of rewarding know-how, that is unwise. When you work in an establishment, you are trading your time and skill for money. Many wrongly define that work only as a way of rewarding know-how. But work is where one receives knowledge. Is where one receives knowledge. Money hiding work. Money hiding work. Work is so important in your life, such that when you work unravel you. Work bring out the best in you. Work opens you up Work introduce you to you and introduce you to us. Work introduce you to you. It make you know what you are capable of doing. It introduce you to us. It make us know what you are capable of doing. Work. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, don't play with work. Because money hide in work. Money hide in opportunity. Number 7. Money hide in opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, you know when you say someone is lucky, his opportunity meets preparation. You know what I discovered in this life? The harder you work, the luckier you get. You know what I discovered in this life? The harder you work, the luckier you get. The harder you work, the harder you learn, the harder you study, the luckier you get. You want to be lucky? Be diligent in your work. You want to be lucky? Because L-U-C-K, luck, is laboring under correct knowledge. And it is correct knowledge to give your best at all times. After all, for those of us that are Christian, in New Testament, Paul said, when you work, you should do it as unto the Lord. As unto the Lord. Is confirming the meaning of work as you see it in the Hebrew Bible, in the Old Testament. As unto the Lord, as unto the Lord, as unto the Lord, as unto the Lord, as unto the Lord. Give your best, ladies and gentlemen. Don't give to the level of how you are paid, because nobody can really pay you in full. Don't give to the level of how you are paid, because nobody can pay you in full. Nobody can pay you in full. Nobody can pay you in full. Give your best. Give your best. Not minding those that are not giving their best. Give your best. Don't look at the fact that they are not paying you enough, because nobody can pay you enough. That's the truth. Money I didn't work. Immediately, you redefine work. There is a way of learning. It's what makes you to know what you are capable of doing. Ladies and gentlemen, you will give your best. You give your best. Money hiding work. Money hiding work. Money hide in work. Money hide in opportunities. You will not be able to get opportunities. You know, there are some things you will not know you can even do until you try them out. Maximizing the opportunities. Maximizing the opportunities. You want to meet opportunities? Opportunities are in people, in places, and in events. People, places, event. That's where you find opportunity. People, places, event. That's where you find opportunity. And whatever you are doing, please, you are adding any value, put it out there for people to see. There's an eye seeing, looking at what you are doing. The day you will be called upon, you will not know. Just give your best. What do you know how to do? While you are teaching people online to market them, to come to you, you don't know those that can see it. Maximize opportunity. You are in a world where opportunity can come from anywhere in the world. It's called the blessing of the internet. Money hiding opportunity. Money hiding vision. Money hiding vision. Money hiding vision. Provision. Pro means towards. Provision comes towards a vision. Money hiding vision. You have a vision of what you want to do. Begin to write. Is it a business? Write the business plan. Don't wait for the money to come. If you can show people where the money is, they will invest. If you can show people where the money is, they will invest. Money hiding vision. If you don't have a vision, no wonder the scriptures say, where there's no vision, the people perish. Money hiding vision. Money hiding vision. Money hiding vision. Money hiding God. Money hiding God. Money hiding God. God owe no one. When you give to God by giving your time and talent to serve fellow human beings who cannot pay you back, God will reward you. Money hiding God. Money hiding God. It's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor on love. Money hiding God. The only challenge is that many people expect cash from God. But in heaven, they don't spend cash. They don't spend cash. They spend blessing. They spend blessing. And that means it can come in different form. I will end up here today and hear from you. What have you learned today? Anthony Chibuzo, good evening. Tell me what you have learned. Yes, Anthony. Are you there?
I'm here, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I've understood the ways to view money, the ways to see finance, and how to change my certain beliefs and perceptions about money. So it's no longer a matter of looking for it or working extremely hard for the sole essence of money itself. It's now on a scale of seeing how you can help people, seeing how you can bring value to their life, seeing how you can solve problems in the society where you live. So that's actually changed my perspective on how I see money, from working directly for money to actually creating solutions to people's problems and being of value to other people. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Deborah. Oh, Deborah.
Okay, good evening. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, sir. So thank you for your time. God bless you. So I learned that until you give attention to your intention, the world will not give you the attention you are looking for. So meaning whatever you are doing, you give your attention to it.
It's not enough to have intention. You need to give attention to your intention. Thank you very much. Grant. Hello, Grant. Good evening. Grant, are you there? Okay, Grant is not there. Justina. Hello, Justina. Okay, Grant, go ahead. Grant, I can see you're on mute.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Well, I think I'm just going to take in all the morning lectures because there's a lot I really have to learn. Then that's money is tied to work, money is tied to service, money is in gifts. Yes, but for me right now, as much as I know all of those things, I'm also saying that I need time to be able to use it. That's okay. Yes, a man's gift will make room for him, so there's a lot I can do, but also I don't have all the time to do everything at the same time. So even when there is the skill and you have the people to serve, there is not always the time. So I'll just take the whole lectures for this series and learn everything I need to know, and I'll learn the ones that I don't know well.
Grant, I said, what's taking away your time? Hello, Grant. Are you
Sir?
there? What's taking away your time?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Can you hear me now?
What is giving away my?
What's taking away?
I didn't get the question. Academics, school.
Oh,
Book.
no, don't worry. That will soon be over now. That's okay. I mean, that's okay. That's very much in order. Because you are not wasting that time. You are developing.
Oh, this is nice.
That's very okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Favor. Good evening. Are you there?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Happy New Month, sir.
Same to you.
Okay, for me, I really learned a lot, sir. A lot. And what really stood out for me was the part that you talked about. You asked that question. When you asked the question that where does money hide? I was really reflecting in my head that, and when you actually started highlighting that money hides in people, money hides in value that we actually give, because money is not just fiat money, it's not just the currency. Money is value that we give to people, the problems we solve. And one thing I actually realized is the degree of problem that you solve will also determine how much you will make, how much wealth you get.
Thank
And
you.
money also hides in talent. Brushing your talent, your raw gifts. You said something that nobody will buy what is not refined. So just like crude oil, when they get it in their raw form, you have to go to the refinery to get fuel, kerosene, and all of that. So we need to refine our gift and take courses that will help us to build our minds, our gift, and our areas of strength, so that those places will be our power point, like our value point to people. And then money also hides in ideas. Money hides in opportunities. That opportunities really struck me. I was saying something that always staying indoors, like we don't bring opportunities. Sometimes you just need to go out there and find your opportunities. Like
Yeah.
opportunities hides in people, in events, in places, and also learning to like communicate, leverage on human capital is very important, because it is that one person that will tell you about one opportunity. So like building that relationship with people, building that social capital and that social network matters a lot. So like for me, those really stood out for me. And the fact that you said something that God, people always pray, God, give me money. God will only give you maybe ideas or bring people into your lives or even give you opportunities. God won't give you currency or anything. So like it was really mind blowing for me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Justina, yes. Hello, Justina.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you very much for the class. It's one that I want us to go over and over and listen to. Okay, so I learned so many things. I learned that wherever value is, money can be found there. So if there is value, there is money there. And money can be found in problems. When you find solutions to problems, money can be found in ideas. And for everyone, I believe that everyone has the opportunity to be able to make money. Maybe make money from your ideas, maybe make money from a solution you can provide. There are so many means through which one can make money. So it's a great class, a very wonderful class. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the other sessions.
All right. Otenia Victoria. Yeah, Victoria, are you there? Hello, Victoria.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. What did you learn tonight?
Hello.
If you have any question, let me know.
Okay, sir. So, like other people have said, it was actually a great class because for me, It's just like sitting down somewhere and from nowhere, stray bullet just comes to hit you like
How?
that. So for me,
Hold on. Why is
sir,
it coming?
so, so I didn't hear you well.
You said it's like sitting in the bed and stapler come to hit you. I said, why? Why is stapler coming?
Okay, because for me, like when you said that, when you said no idea will work until you actually do the work.
Yes.
For me personally, I just have this thing to it, and I'm like, okay, one day we'll get to it. And I'm actually especially looking forward to the class you said you would have on inertia, because
Yes.
that reluctance to actually like start the work and do the work is like one thing I'm actually like, fighting with currently. So that was for me. Then also when you said that until you give attention to your intention, then the world will not give you the attention you desire. So like that whole actually also stayed with me. Then finding out where money hides, the fact that if you like solve a problem, then definitely money would like come to you. You would not have to spend all of your life chasing after this physical cash. It will naturally come to you so far you're a problem solver.
Yeah.
Then also what you said on writing your vision, that was the second stray bullet, like not allowing finances to like limit you and prevent you from what you're supposed to. Yes, sir.
All right. Senator Victor, Senator of the Federal Republic.
Good evening, sir.
Uh-huh.
Fine, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir, for this new session and series that we are starting. A number of us have been keeping it simple, so today I will not really ask a number of questions until we go deeper and further in the series. But I just want to ask 1 or 2 questions. Just when you talked about
What you want?
that the harder. Yes, I want to talk about something that you mentioned.
Okay.
So you said the. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, you talk about when during the meeting, it says something about the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask that, can you shed more light on that? Because in this day and age, people are talking about smart work. That's
So when
not
I
really
say
how hard you work.
hard work, I don't mean labor. It's still smart work. I'm just talking about the more you work, not hard as in hard labor, but I'm talking about the more you work. You can rephrase it that way. The more you work, the luckier you get. So I'm not talking about hard work as in hard. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. So I wanted to say that, yes, I understand. So
But the concept
it's also because
the concept is that if I am able to work very hard, I'm going to discover so many things I don't know about myself. And then I'll discover more possibilities that will open opportunities for me. Because I choose to work harder. But if I'm a lazy person, that means I won't be able to maximize my potential because I'm not putting all my effort into what I do. So I'm not able to come up with, I'm not able to even know what I'm capable of, and that's interesting about work. The fact that you're able to know what you are capable of, that you probably are not even aware until you begin to put in effort. And it's so important for you to be able to do that so you know what you are capable of doing. They're not even aware you can do. And the more you put in those efforts, the more you discover more things you can do. So when opportunities show up, you are prepared to take advantage because you are already ready to take advantage of those situations. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, sir. But I wanted to say that. So, what was the starting point? Because I now understand. Like when you say the more you work, so how do you? Yeah, what is the starting point of working on yourself and
discovering yourself? Discovering yourself. Discovering yourself. Discovering what. Now, look at the definition of work for me. Work combine three things: your skill or talent, or your passion, or a market. Skill, passion, and talent, and market. So that means there's a market, someone is willing to pay me for it. I have the skill or talent to do it, and then I'm passionate about it. So in work now is developing myself. So having discovered myself, I'm developing myself. I keep improving. I keep developing myself. I keep improving. I keep developing myself. Now that work in developing myself make me lucky. Because when opportunity will show up, I'll be prepared for it. And it will be like I'm lucky. Not because I'm lucky, really. It's because I was just prepared for that opportunity. Because quite frankly, opportunity is not always showing up on our faces every day. But we don't even see it because we're not prepared for it. You don't have an opportunity that we see every day. But we can't even take advantage of it because we are not even prepared for it at all. And that's why we don't even see it talking about preparing for it. Even though the opportunity show up on us every day, all around us. But people are taking advantage of the opportunity because they are the ones that are prepared, and because they are prepared, they are the ones that are able to see it. I don't know if that is making sense to you. Hello, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. So you talked about sir. Yes, I'm there. I understand. So my second question, you talked about that those you said at the end of this meeting that the orientation of everyone here should have changed, that especially those that are not doing professional courses that are studying. I think you said single honor. I don't know what is it
Yes,
single
yes,
honor.
yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
There was a word you used to
Honor courses, yeah.
So yes, so I was saying that. So what about those that are doing double honor courses? Because
You already have an
realized
advantage
that
now. The
it's just
idea is don't leave campus without being able to solve problems for human being by virtue of skill you have acquired. So if you do a senior honor course that is not directly applicable in the sense that you can't really see out of, like if you do study philosophy, for example, you in that environment you won't be able to appreciate how you can add value. Do you understand? So you must discover yourself and begin to see in what area can I add value. And I will say use my critical thinking created as a result of my knowledge of philosophy. But I need to find something, because you must be able to do something. You must be able to add value. And you know you can't wait for a job. If job come, fine. If it doesn't, you shouldn't be idle. You should be able to find something to do yourself. And if you don't develop yourself, discover yourself, and develop yourself, you won't be able to get something to do yourself. That's the idea. You must be able to do something. When I left school, I studied a single honor course, right? Let me tell you what I did. I finished in April. I went for NYC in August. Between April and August, I learned computer repair. I learned website designing. That time is desktop computer installation, coupling and installation and repair. I learned website designing. I learned GSM repair. Between April and August. So when I went to SEP, I was repairing colleagues' phone, copper. I was repairing their phones. I had computer in my house, and I was teaching copper, computer appreciation, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and I give them certificates. Sometimes when I think about that, I'm just laughing at myself. I give them certificate. Copper, I don't even know how to use computer. I don't even know how they did their project themselves. But they were my customer. But I learned those things when I was between finishing school and NYSC. I don't know if that's making sense to you. So I'm saying you must be able to do something. There must be value to be able to create for human. It's so important. So important. I don't know if that helps.
Yes, sir. Because someone was saying that those that study single honor courses, that you just know that because most professional courses are usually 5 or 6 years. So someone recommended that if you study single honors courses, you should at least have a master's. Don't just run with BSc.
No,
That
no,
if you have
I
a master's,
don't subscribe to that. I believe you should do masters when you have an idea of where you are going with your career. Don't just go and do master because you want to do master. No. There are people who will also go and do masters in the same area again, and then looking for job up and down. I didn't do masters until about more than 10 years when I left before I did master. More than 10 years. I needed to be sure of where I'm going, which area do I want to do master. I'm not going to do master because I just want to do master. Until I was sure of this direction I want to go, I did my master and PhD in that area. So it's very important you have an idea so that you won't do it and then you say, no, I want to go and do another master because the area you did it, you just realize you don't like it again. So you need to be able to discover what exactly, which direction you want to build. So it will take some years for you to be able to find your feet and know that direction. And then you can now do master. Else, you may end up doing another master. Maybe if that becomes necessary. Because you are not going to be sure of where direction you are going. If you do biology, for example, you don't know what will happen now. You don't know what will next. You need to be exposed to the business world or work environment to be able to know, do I want to go into finance or IT? Before you now decide on which area. You can't be too sure yet. So it's not wise. But it's good that they do masters. So I mean, it's necessary. But it's not wise to just go and do master just because you do a single honor course. I would rather you do master when you are sure of the direction you believe your career is in. I don't know if that's making sense.
yes, sir. Well, I wanted to say that from your own experience of seeing when you finish BSc, you learned some things within those 3 months, within June and I think June and August, like April and August. Yes. So I want to say that how what was your, it's like you already had the orientation like after leaving school, because what most people would have done is just to like relax, finally I'm out of school. Let me relax at home for 3 months before. So what I wanted to ask that, did you have any mentor, or what was the catalyst behind the idea, or did you just
I always like your question. Okay, before I left school, I already started listening to a lot of seminars when I was on campus, the final year. I listened to a lot of seminars, actually. A lot of seminars. In fact, it was so serious that when I'm on Saturday, I'm always looking for, I'll be searching online for seminar I can attend on Saturday. I'll be searching newspaper because I was already thirsty for knowledge by virtue of what I have learned about how important and vital is knowledge. So those are the things that made me take that because of what I was learning already. I don't know if I answer your question.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. Mark Eddy. Good evening. Mark Eddy. Are you there? Hello, Mark Eddy. Yes.
Yeah, hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Very fine, sir. It has been a busy one. Today I really did not listen to the program because I was busy and I was just trying to, and the network too was not stable.
Okay.
So I guess I will just listen to the audio.
Okay. No problem.
All right, sir.
Good evening. Hello, Shamande. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Are you there? You are unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. And you?
I'm good. Thank you very much for the seminar on talks on money today. I think the major thing I learned is on value addition.
Okay.
As you normally say, we should add value when we add value to ourselves, we become better.
Yes.
Dangote has added value to coal. He's producing cement.
Yes.
He's also going to open a refinery on the 22nd. So he will be giving foreign exchange to Nigeria, selling dollars to the country. Yes. He said he will be selling dollars to the country by the time he starts full operation. So the major thing I'm learning is, personally, I need to add value. In business, I need to add value. And then scale value addition so that one can attract money. I discovered that money is not really a problem. The major challenge we have is that we are not solving enough problems.
Yes.
And we are not adding enough value. There are some companies, there's a company I know that, a value production companies, that sometimes they have so much demand
they can't meet
that they ration what they can sell out. If you want 1,000 pieces of something, they will tell you cannot get all. So it tells us that money is always there, but the challenge is, are we able to add value? Are we able to scale? Are we able to do what we need to do? So I think believers should stop praying, God, give me money, give me money. We need to pray for revelation to see values, because in this part of the world, we have too many problems.
Yes.
If we can sit down, research, add value, we'll be able to solve the problem, and we'll be able to have enough, more than enough money.
Yes.
So thank you very much, sir. The major thing I learned is value addition.
Thank you.
When we add value, we have more than enough money. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being able to make it tonight. Like I said, this is a long haul, like we have for relationship and marriage. I'm hoping that we'll continue till May, June, July, August, September, at least September, October, before we finish this session. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to put all we are learning into practice so we can be better off afterwards. See you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead, rather. Bye-bye.